Hello, everyone. How are you? So, you remember a week or so ago when I posted on Instagram asking for questions, assumptions for a get to know me video? It is finally time for that video. I tried filming it on Monday, and some things happened where I wasn't able to do that. So today is that day, and I apologize if it's loud. I'm actually on campus right now, and it's new student orientation day. So if you hear any noise out in the hallways, that is why. so, so I had 3 questions submitted, and I will answer those. But since this is a getting to know me video, I'll just do, a couple of the classic basic questions. My name is Denali. I'm 28. I live in southern Utah, and I am from Alaska. I'm attending university, and I'm a creative writing major. Also, sorry if I swing back and forth. I'll try not to do that so you guys won't get dizzy, but I am in like a spinny chair, so that's very fun. Also, if I keep on playing with my hair, sorry, it's super hot outside, so I'm trying to keep it like off my neck, but I didn't want to put it all the way up in a bun, so there's that. All right, so the 3 questions. The first one, if you could have a superpower, what would you choose? For some reason, this was kind of hard for me as when I first read the question and I saw it and thought about it, I was like, I don't know, what would I have? And then as I was making some notes for this video, I was like, well, duh. The one superpower I've always wanted and have literally dreamt about is flying. Because how cool would that be to just be like, oh, I need to go somewhere. I'm just going to fly there real quick, So if I could have a superpower, I would fly. That'd be good. Let's see. There's 2 other questions. I don't know what order I want them to go in. Okay, we'll just go with this, how they came, the order that they came in. The next one was, what was it like growing up in Alaska? Great question. Very, very different than life here in Utah, now that I live here. But so I did grow up in Alaska, and sometimes it's hard to describe. Visual. So this is kind of basically what Alaska looks like, and I basically lived in kind of the center of the state. Ish. So the big city that I was closest to is called Fairbanks. The small city I was closest to is called North Pole. Yes, with Santa Claus house. There were a lot of awesome Christmas themed things there, and that definitely played into why Christmas is my favorite holiday, which is very fun. But then the small town that I'm from is called Moose Creek, which is actually right next to an Air Force base. So that was a very interesting experience. So it was almost kind of like living in the suburbs, but not like Alaska style, where it definitely was not a development. None of the houses were the same. We had a couple of apartment complexes in my town of Moose Creek, but they weren't cookie cutter the same design, if that makes sense. But a lot of the houses, the actual owners built themselves or made additions to, so that was pretty cool. Let's see, talking about different types of houses, our house is pretty different. There are a lot of different aspects, different building stages, I guess you could say. So if you guys want a video about that in the future, let me know, and I can kind of walk you through how our house has gotten to be what it is today, because it's very, very different, even from when we first moved in. Let's see. Let's talk about some of the chores that we had, because I feel like just sharing those with you guys will kind of help you to see the type of lifestyle my family had, the type of environment and culture that was in my community. So let's talk about that. So some of the chores, we had chickens, and we had pigs when I was younger. I don't really remember that, but we've had chickens quite a few times. We've almost always had dogs growing up, at least one, and they're almost always a husky or a husky Malamute mix. So our current dog, adorable, we just have the one. He's a Husky Malamute mix. He's so cute. Let's see. Splitting and stacking firewood, because we are all about using, natural resources. So like during the winter, we have a wood stove in our living room, which we love to, just put a fire on as soon as we get home from like work and things later in the day, and then we'll just kind of congregate in the living room around the wood stove, watch a movie, just kind of chit chat. Super great. And then going out to stoke our boiler, which is one of our main ways that we heat our house rather than electricity. Yeah, lots of interesting things. Let's see. We do hunt and fish. We go fishing, hunting, mainly moose. My dad has hunted, like bear. We have friends that go and hunt caribou, and sometimes they share with us. We've also had bison, buffalo, whichever one is up north. I don't know. Just know we've had it before. So like some of our family nights, we will just go out to our shop and we'll cut up all the meat and package it and get it ready to put into the freezer to store. So that was always really fun growing up, and that was actually like our main source of meat. Rather than going to the store and buying ground beef or something, we'd go to our freezer and pull out moose. So like when I first when I went on my mission, and when I like moved to southern Utah, it was so weird. Like I just didn't want to eat meat at all. I have started eating more meat, but honestly I just prefer chicken rather than eating like ground beef. I'm sure if like I was able to get it like straight from the source, like go to a farm, ranch, whatever, and get it straight from there, I'm pretty sure I would like that. But like going to the store and knowing not actually knowing how processed some meats are, just I don't like the taste of meat in that way. So that's cool. Okay, so those are the first two questions. So just one more question is, and my sister actually asked that, and she doesn't know the answer to this, so this will be interesting. Do you like pineapples? If so, how do you like to eat it? So for a while, I've been the one to say like pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. But can I tell you a secret? I do kind of like it on pizza. Just like one slice of the Hawaiian pizza, where it's got the pineapple, Canadian bacon. I actually think that's really yummy. But like my personal taste buds in my mouth are not the biggest fan of pineapple. Like I don't have an intolerance to it or anything like that. But that's how I'll eat pineapple. Or if someone has like a fresh pineapple, I'll eat like 2, maybe 3 small pieces, but that's really the only way I'll eat it. I don't like it in smoothies or like any pineapple-y flavored drinks either. So I kind of like pineapple, I guess. And if I eat it, that's how I eat it. I don't know. Anyways, these were really fun questions. Sorry this video took a while to film. And I bet actually it'll probably take me a while to get this uploaded as well.